Welcome to the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling, presented by the Idiot Radio Network, offering a weekly look into the world of professional wrestling with guest interviews, news, results, and much more. Now here's your host, Stephon Devereux.
Oh, I'm back. Wrestling fans, yes, Stephon Devereux, and you are listening to the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. Oh, God, it feels so good to be live again. Hot microphone, you can't do that to me because I'm Mr. Mic Dropper every time I get an opportunity to do that. Now, let me let you know who I am. I am yours truly, Stephon Devereux. I just said that. But, over 20 years in the wrestling business. I look so sexy doing it, too, by the way. Broadcasting, television, yes, that's radio and television. That is broadcasting, yes. Wrestling promoter, manager. I have managed champions, and you guys know who you are out there. Matter of fact, if you're not doing anything, give us a call at 412-407-SHOW. That's 412-407-SHOW. I want those champions to give us a call this afternoon if they have an opportunity. If they don't, too bad. We'll move on. But I can't wait, wrestling fans. This is going to be an exciting journey. I haven't been on a journey like this in quite some time, and I couldn't do it by myself. I want to thank the people who have made this possible. I'm not naming any names because, well, actually, yes, I will. I'll thank myself. We'll start there. Let's start there. Everyone else, screw you. But let's get into the show. This week, we got a special guest, actually two from what I understand, two special guests who are in the studio this afternoon. We have Bud Cassidy. Go ahead, Bud.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yes. And we have my buddy, one of my first proteges in the business. You know, I could have taken, anyway, we won't get into that. We'll talk about that later. But my man, Black Ice. What's up, Black Ice?
Oh, you know, a.k.a. the notorious ICE, a.k.a. Marcus Ice Grimes. I'm in the building, son.
Bro, how many names you have?
Too many to count.
Bud, how many names do you have?
I have no idea.
Like, he just hit us with like 3 names. I said Black Ice, he hit us with like 3 different names.
Yeah.
Also between us here in the studio, El Negro de Lucha.
El Negro. Oh,
I hold it down.
Is that the mask? Okay, we'll talk about that. But we're going to have these guys speaking on some of the subjects here, professional wrestling, Summerslam. That's one of the things I want to talk about. But I also want to talk about my man Lio Rush. And I don't even want to say it, but Joey Ryan and Mick Foley, what they did this past week. We'll get into that later. But these guys, they're going to be here representing a new organization that's pretty much not new, but, for circumstances that I don't want to bring up. The daggone promoter. Okay, anyway. See, you guys got to stop me whenever, I can't talk too much about this.
Yeah. You can't be going into too many deep details.
Okay.
Let's just say that we had to fold one name and resurface as another. How about that?
Why?
Well, because, things happen. People go different ways in life, certain, journeys that you have to take and everything. And for the original promoter, he has a new journey in life that he has to take on. And he left it, in the hands of, the other guy who couldn't be here today. But, right now it's a new chapter for everybody. It's a new start, like something fresh that we can provide to the people, something that maybe hasn't been done in years.
Okay, that's nice, but I need to make sure of one thing. My job is safe, correct? I mean, let's be real. The promoter's not here right now.
Of course, man. Black jobs matter.
Okay, exactly. Black jobs matter. I like that. I'm going to have to get that T-shirt made tomorrow, bro. I mean, thank you. See, they're stealing more ideas from my man, Black Ice.
The thing of it is, you've been in the business for 20 years, so you ought to know this by now. There's nothing guaranteed in this business.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all here today, going tomorrow, so.
Yeah. Especially this is professional wrestling.
That's true. I mean, I've been a part of plenty of companies that were, on the rise and folded as quick as they were rising,
Well, before we get into UWF and some of the main topics here that I want to bring up throughout the show, the one thing I want to find out about you guys is, what are you looking? I mean, how are you looking at the the Pittsburgh wrestling scene, the area, because I'm getting mixed reviews. You know, I talk to people all the time, and they really know nothing about it. Can you tell me, how can Pittsburgh be put on the map? What can these promoters do to put Pittsburgh wrestling back on the map?
Well, in my opinion, we need fresh new faces in the area, because we have a lot of great promotions around here. You know, I mean, we've got UWF on the come up. We've got PWX that's been around for years. We've got IWC that's been around for years. You know what I mean? RWA's doing good out here. Like, RWA, yeah. They're doing pretty good out here. And heck, you know, we've even got a VOW on the rise.
Who?
VOW, you know.
I said Pittsburgh wrestling. I didn't say nothing about people outside of Pittsburgh.
But it is Pittsburgh. It is Pittsburgh wrestling, though.
Dude, last time I seen, they ran a show in West Virginia, not Pittsburgh.
Right. I get that, but they started off here in the Pittsburgh area,
and they left.
This is
they ran.
Well, but regardless if they left or not, you know, like that's their prerogative. They may have not seen nothing in the area, but we see something in the area. That's why promotions like UWF are going to stick around. That's why PWX has been around for so long. But this is the problem that I call the PWX effect. Is the fact that you've got all these guys who, you know, run all these other shows. They work for all these other promotions, and as a result, you see nothing but the same faces over and over and over. And what we need to be doing to, like, make this area fresh is bringing in fresh talent, bringing in worldwide talent too. We need some of those European guys to come over. We need some of those Canadian guys to come. We need a lot of the Mexican guys to come, because of the fact that those areas are hot right now. You know what I mean? Like, across seas wrestling is hot, you know what I mean? Like, and it's starting to make its way here into the States. I mean, look, we just had the G1 here, you know what I mean, in the United States. Did really good. New Japan just crowned their very first champion.
Okay, but I'm going to let you say something. Just give me a second here, okay? Now, I grew up a wrestling fan, and I'm going to be honest with you. The wrestling that I see here locally, it's no different than a wrestling I see on television.
Correct.
Hold on. That's the biggest problem with professional wrestling. See, they look at what Vince is doing on Monday nights and Tuesday nights, and then Saturday nights they try to book the same thing. That's the problem with professional wrestling on the indie circuit.
Agreed.
Now, we do have guys, okay, on the indie circuit, and I'm going to bring up one of them, actually two of them, in the next segment, because these two guys are being destroyed. They're being destroyed by the promoters, old school promoters and old school wrestlers, for doing some things that are getting them over right now. Now, do I agree with that? I'll talk about that later. But they're not looking at what the WWE is doing, and they're not looking at what TNA is doing, or they're not looking at Ring of Honor. They're actually looking at how it's going to make themselves better by doing certain gimmicks or certain bumps that's going to make them say, hey, you know, or fans say, hey, that guy, oh, I can't believe he did that. I can't believe Joey Ryan is able to do that with his, or I can't believe Lio Rush did. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And, well, I agree with you because of the simple fact that the indies aren't about, you know, like the promotion of the companies anymore. Yeah, you can promote the companies, but you have to promote self. If you can't promote yourself, you can't promote the places that you work for. Because if you've got nobody coming out to see you, then why are they going to want to come out and see the companies you work for? You know, like...
Well, see here. I grew up, I come up... maybe I just come up differently, because I know that when I grew up, I watched the Four Horsemen, but I also watched the NWA. Even when the Four Horsemen was gone, I kept watching the NWA. Even when Hulk Hogan left WWE, I kept watching the WWE. Even when Ric Flair left the NWA, I kept watching. It was WCW at the time, but I kept watching it. My whole point is, these guys are becoming superstars on their own. It's not like they're giving to the company. They're not giving back to the company, because a lot of these guys don't even want to put over the young guys. Okay, let's say I bring in, for example, Lio Rush. Okay, we bring in Lio Rush and we want him to put over a guy, but Lio Rush doesn't want to do it because, yeah, I've got this WWE contract, you know, coming up, and I'm about to do this. That's another problem. That's why I feel wrestling organizations should build the stars, because a lot of times these guys don't know how to build themselves as stars. Promoters, from years ago. They were the guys who built these stars. A guy, yeah, he had a nice gimmick and everything, but it was the promoter who put him on the stage. It was the promoter who made him look like $1 million to the wrestling fans. He could have been the worst wrestler ever, but the promoter made him. And guess what? When that guy was gone, when the promoter fired the guy or the guy went to a different territory, that promoter was able to create another superstar from within. These days, these promoters do not know how to do that. They are such marks. They're marks for the guys they want to bring in from overseas, or the guys they want to bring in from California, or the guys they want to bring in from Maryland, or whatever, because these guys are doing cool spots on the internet, but they're not realizing these guys are coming in and doing cool spots on the internet and on their shows, but no one cares about their show. They only care about that one guy, and a lot of these promoters are forgetting that these guys are supposed to come in here just to add, they're a special attraction, and that's it. They're not supposed to be the guy that you're going to build a whole organization around. I get that, but these promoters today are such marks that they will bring in this guy for one shot, and it doesn't benefit the promotion.
But
anyway.
You're absolutely right. And whenever I was saying what I was saying earlier, what you just said was the point I was trying to get at, is that when you bring these guys in, put your local guys in with them, you know what I mean? Build your local talent. You know, like say for instance, like here at UWF, we've got, you know, Jussie Skelton. Okay, like say I want to build Jussie Skelton. Say I want him to be the top guy in the area. What do I do then? I go find other top guys. I go, you know, find the top talent from not just in the United States, but all around the world that I can throw in there with him, and not only, you know, I mean, put him over, but that helps promote the company at the same time. Because now people are thinking, okay, well, they got these local guys down here that are doing just as good as the guys I just watched on the internet. They're going over against these guys in these matches and everything. I want to go see what they're about live. And that's what puts asses in seats.
I think you're missing what Aaron's trying to tell you. See, the thing of it is, yeah, you know, you can bring in workers to work your guys, but at the same time, 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you, oh, well, you know, this for this reason, you know, I don't want to put your guy over. You know, I got this big name and yada, yada, yada.
Okay, but this is the thing. I'm the promoter. I'm paying you. This is my show, and I want it ran my way.
But see, these
so
guys
I shouldn't
today,
have to give in to what you want.
But see, guess what? Today, these guys, a lot of these indie guys, they don't have respect for the promoter. They don't have enough, because they don't see the promoter as the guy who's getting them over. They're getting themselves over, so they don't want to, oh, well, okay, just give me my $50 and I'll go home, you know, or whatever, because these guys don't care. They don't have no respect, and that's what's killing this business too.
Yes.
A lot of these young, and I don't want to put it on the whole indie scene, but there's a few of these bad apples who are out here. They're forcing these promoters to do what they want them to do, like they run the show. Bro, you don't run the show. You're not paying me. I'm paying you. And that's the biggest problem I see.
But my thing is you can still self-promote while you help promote, if you know what I mean.
Okay, how about this?
Like,
I remember, okay, if we go old territory days, all right, and I keep saying, I know I'm starting to sound like my man Jim Cornette.
Well, because we need to get back to that. Let's be real.
Let's be real. These guys back then built their superstars, and their superstars would go whenever their time was up. Let's say they was there in Florida for 2 years. Then Florida would go and trade them with Vince McMahon up north, and Vince McMahon, senior that is, would have a new fresh talent from Florida, and that new fresh talent from Florida would have a new scenery, a change of scenery. He could do whatever he wanted to do, whatever he did down in Florida, and he could do it up here in New York, because New York was a different territory. But that guy still came back to Florida, and he still did. No matter what type of superstar he was, he came back to Florida. And that's what a lot of these indie guys don't do. There's a couple, don't get me wrong, there are a couple for CZW and Maryland Championship Wrestling. But the biggest issue I have is that for a lot of these other organizations, they're building talent, and these talent, they're moving on, and they never come back. They never give back. They never come back to put a guy over. IWC was really big with that. That was one of the reasons why I loved IWC, and still do, because the guys that came through their school, they actually came back and put guys over. That was huge in my eyes. And
they still do.
And they still do to this day. PWX is another one. They do the same. They pretty much do the same thing, but not too many of the guys go on to the
Right.
next level like they do in the IWC. IWC just have this. I don't know what it is they do over there, but these guys just have a knack for finding talent to go to the next level.
But the thing with PWX is that it's real 50-50, and I don't mean to put it on his shoulders, but it's because of the one guy, and that is Jim Miller.
Well,
in
hold
this
on.
case,
But see,
I'm
hold
going to
on.
look at the promoter, but hold up. I'm going to look at the promoter because this is the thing. As great as he is, like as many good ideas as he has when it comes to, putting PWX over as a company and everything, he starts to lose his focus whenever he starts to build on certain people, start to build on certain ways, certain situations. He tends to do things that screw it over. I mean, look at the Brandon Kaya incident. You had something good going when he started, Rise under the PWX promotion, but now Rise is its own company and now they're competition. And why? Because you didn't want to keep the deal right with that guy.
That's breaking. I didn't know about that.
You didn't want to keep the
I
deal
know
right
about
with Brandon
that.
K. If you'd have kept the deal right with Brandon K, everything would still be going smooth.
I don't think
Rise would still be a PWX
I don't think
promotion.
that it's a competition. I think it's still like a little branch off from PWX.
They
And-
might
Like NXT.
Let's be real.
I mean,
let's be real. They might want to make it look that way just because you know what I mean. They are still good buddies or whatever. But you talk to Brandon yourself, and then you tell me
I'll
how
say
you
this.
feel
The
afterward.
one thing, and before we wrap this up, the one thing I will say about PWX is that they do have a foundation. No matter what happens, that company always comes back. Almost 25 years. You got to give the man Jim Miller credit. He has
And
a
I
plan
will.
and he wins. All right, we're going to go to a break. Give us a call, 412-407-SHOW if you have anything to say about this, but I'm going on Twitter. We'll be right back.
For
Devereux
all your
Community.
heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort? Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Pizza and Gyro Express, 801 O'Neill Boulevard in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. For menus, coupons, specials, and catering info, visit our website at pizzaandgyroexpress.com. Order online or by phone at 412-672-2182. Don't forget about the lunch buffet and drink every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $10. The original Pizza and Gyro Express. Don't settle for anything less.
We are back. Yeah, letting my peoples know, you want to hit us up, 412-407-SHOW. But we're going to get into some of the top stories here in professional wrestling right now. And the first thing I want to get into is my man, Jon Jones. I hear there's rumors going around that he's going to be at SummerSlam next week. And he's going to call out Brock Lesnar to face him in a UFC ring, or octagon, excuse me. I'm sorry, Dana White. But a UFC octagon. Guys, come on now. I mean, I'll give you my opinions on this, but I got to hear you. As two wrestlers, I have to hear your opinions first.
I'm sure, Brock Lesnar, as talented as he is in the ring, I also know that, he's a beast. I mean, look at what he does to, basically his enemy. I mean, he destroys them. He throws them around like they're rag dolls.
Yeah. I like that.
But, then again, you can't take nothing away from Jones. I mean, Jones, that's all he does. I mean, he fights.
Yeah.
So,
I like that too.
Well, here's my thing. You want to sell me on an MMA fight, then yeah. Brock Lesnar, Jon Jones, I would pay money to see that any day. But you want to know what I would pay more money to see right now? And that's the thing. We got to start thinking of more cash. I would pay more money right now to see Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley in that octagon. All day. Because, listen, they've been talking a lot of trash on each other. It's been back and forth under the radar. Make it happen.
But neither one can cut a promo.
Well, they ain't got to.
Neither one can cut a promo.
They ain't got to cut a promo.
Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley with Paul Heyman, cutting their promos for one of the guys. I don't care which one.
I was just getting ready to say that.
I mean,
Paul
I'll take
Heyman
it.
cut his
Well,
promos.
no, this is my thing. They both always talk trash back and forth on Twitter about how one's a better crossover athlete than the other. Put them in there. Let them see who the true crossover athlete is. Put them through an octagon, put them through a UFC match, then turn around, put them through a wrestling match. See who truly is the best crossover athlete.
I'm thinking a fantasy match. And I'm gonna capitalize the first three letters of fantasy, and that's fan. I'm taking Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
I'll take Brock Lesnar over anybody any day.
And I'm taking him over Jones.
All right, well, I gotta be the guy, that goes different here. So I'll take Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think Jones has enough to take
I don't think
Brock.
he has a chance either, but
Super
I'm not
producer,
agreeing with y'all.
I'm going to have to tell the super producer to start drug testing the guest. Yeah.
He's got me ready to talk Mayweather-McGregor now.
Oh, I thought about that, but I thought about that too. But
as long as it's not handwritten, I'll be fine.
yeah. Anyway, guys, my opinion on this, I'm dead serious. Now, first and foremost, it's going to take Brock Lesnar almost a year to get back into the octagon because of his suspension, and you have to wait a few months afterwards and so forth. Then let's add the training. So before they even book this fight, it'll be about another year. Also, Jones, he called out Lesnar already, so the dude has a death wish. He called him out when he won the title, if I'm correct, at UFC 214. Called him out already. He told Brock, "Hey, dude, let's get it on." Not in those words, but that's pretty much what he was, pretty much saying. I honestly think that dude has a death wish. I have nothing but respect for the guy. This is when you realize that they're not drug testing their athletes enough at UFC.
Yeah, because I would like to know where Jones is getting his ganja from,
yeah,
man.
I'm dead serious because this dude, to be up in the clouds that much. Brock Lesnar outweighs him, but 30 pounds?
Yeah, at least.
Dude's a beast. Dude is a beast. I sit here and I'll laugh when people say, well, he lost in the UFC. Okay, everybody loses in the UFC.
Right. Nobody's going to have a perfect record.
Exactly. So I'm going to say this. Brock Lesnar, he went into the UFC. He conquered the UFC already. When people are calling this man out, he does nothing but destroy them. The only reason why he didn't continue his reign of terror in the UFC was because he got sick. So just imagine if he stayed healthy and what he would have done for the UFC, because in my opinion, the UFC decides to come in here and take wrestlers from the wrestling business and just to get there some notoriety because they're not interested in the fighters. It goes back to what I was saying somewhat about the indie wrestling scene, to where the promoters are supposed to be in charge of getting these guys over, and the UFC has not done any favors for their wrestlers. They have not done any favors for their fighters in getting them over, except for two people. Two people have gotten over in the UFC, and that is Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor. And Ronda Rousey cannot cut a promo. Ronda Rousey only got over because she was beating all these little women up, and it was nothing. And when she lost, you noticed that, boom, you don't hear nothing else from her anymore because she can't cut a promo. Conor McGregor, if he loses to Floyd Mayweather, which I think he will, but if he loses to Floyd Mayweather, he can cut a promo. But here's the thing, he'll continue. And I think he'll be perfect for the professional wrestling business, which I'm hoping that it's him who comes in because he will be perfect for us.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think that'll happen because Conor McGregor himself has talked a lot of trash on the professional wrestling
Kurt
business.
Angle. Kurt Angle.
He said it's for,
So did Kurt Angle.
I ain't going to say the word, but.
So did Kurt Angle. And to me, Kurt Angle is the greatest professional wrestler I've ever seen in my life.
And this is true. This is true.
For a guy who didn't like the business, who hated the business, and he did everything in his power to keep himself away from the business. But when he got in, he took over the business quickly. He is the greatest wrestler I've ever seen in my life. But okay, let's move on real quick.
I'll
even
say that even though I don't like Kurt Angle. I'll put that on record. No, okay. I got my personal reasons for not liking Kurt.
Then, okay, you should say that for Facebook. But
I will.
I want to get into this next thing, this Lio Rush incident. He took a power bomb or something off the top of a ladder onto a table, and he didn't sell the move. What he did was he popped back up. Now, that's another problem with the business. It's not believable anymore.
No.
When I grew up, okay, and I'll tell you one scene that made me believe that this business was real. I watched Dusty Rhodes in the steel cage. When he went, okay, the Four Horsemen, this is the night that day was formed. But Dusty Rhodes was getting beat on in the steel cage by the Horsemen, and he looked so real. It looked so real. He looked like he was in so much pain. I honestly felt that Dusty Rhodes broke his leg. I honestly felt Dusty Rhodes' career was over. I was 7 years old, and I felt it was real. I felt it was real, okay? A 7-year-old kid today watches wrestling and laughs because they feel it's fake.
Right.
They know it's fake. They say this is crap, but they laugh. They're entertained, To me, wrestling wasn't about being entertained when I was a kid. Wrestling was about two guys beating each other up and one guy winning, Right. Now it's just Lio Rush. Come on, man. I got nothing but respect for this guy. Nothing but respect for this guy. He has a WWE contract on the table. If I believe correctly, it's been signed. He says this was his last match on the indie scene. This could have been his last match, period, if this move went wrong. He did. Then he pumped up. I understand taking the bump, okay? If you're trying to get your buddy over, and this was a feud that was, ending that night, I get it. But why pop up? Why pop up and make it look so ridiculous? Because now a kid feels, oh, if I do that move, I can pop right back up too. They may not be, these kids are not trained like these professional wrestlers are.
Agreed.
Agreed. They slip, fall, another kid's neck is broken, and the kid, you go and ask, why did you do it? Well, I seen Lio Rush do it. Come on, man. I mean, in the internet, you can just type it up on the internet and you can see it. Fans, if you haven't seen this bump yet, please go and type up Lio Rush power driver off the top of a ladder. Whatever, Google however you want to do it, but it's for a talented dude. I just said, come on, man. What do you guys think? I
mean, I'm not going to lie. I've been following Lio Rush's career since I seen him in ROH. I think he's a great talent. I do believe that, he's definitely one of the future guys of this business. Yeah. But I do believe that his youth showed in that moment. I believe his green side showed a little bit in that moment, because it was one of those things that you never know. It could have just been that he sold it so well, or at least he felt he sold it so well, that he popped up ready to celebrate it. Like, oh my God, we pulled it off. But he forgot, wait a second, I'm in the middle of a match. Because it's happened. I think it happens to all of us. I know that it's happened to me, in the beginning part of my career, where I got hit with a steel chair and I just kind of looked at the guy like, you actually hit me with it? Good. He
has a WWE contract. He'll be debuting it in NXT very, 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 very soon. I'm trying to remember the date as I talk, but he's going to be debuting, and he does this. Besides everything else, I just think it was stupid.
Yes.
The risk of injury, it was just too high, and this could have been his last match ever. But would you ever do a move like that?
Nope.
Good, because I hope not. I hope not. And last but not least, I didn't want to talk about this, but we got to, because it is making a lot of noise. Mick Foley. Damn. I love Mick. I swear, he's the sweetest guy, one of the sweetest guys that I've ever met.
One of the best to do it.
Yes. Mick. The Joey Ryan, I won't say the other word, but I'll say penis bump. The Joey Ryan penis bump. Mick, come on, bro. Now, I have some things, I get it, all right? Okay? And now Mick Foley's more comedy than ever. Let's just get that clear. He's more comedy than ever. But damn. Why? Joey Ryan, he doesn't need it. He's over enough.
But we're also talking about Joey Ryan here, who basically hip tossed somebody with that same penis spot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why would Mick Foley do that spot? Why? He doesn't need to. It's not like he needs the money.
But maybe
a millionaire 3 times over at least.
Maybe it was the help with Joey Ryan though, because he's all about. Yeah, he's all about helping the young guys.
I get it, but let's be real.
I get where you're coming from. It's ridiculous for Mick to do.
My hardest not to go. No, I'm going off. All right, look. Here's the problem.
Go ahead.
Mick Foley, he's too much of a legend in this business.
Amen.
To give himself up for this bump. I'm sorry. This is another problem with the business now. Now we got legends who are doing ridiculous crap in the ring. Are you serious? And I don't care. People can hate on me because I'm going to hate on Mick Foley on this. But Mick Foley's too damn smart. Mick Foley, how many chair shots did you take to the damn head for you to take this damn bump? You're too intelligent. From what I thought, you're too intelligent to take this bump. And I don't care. Oh, he's a nice guy and he does anything for the business. This was wrong for the business because let's be real. Now, again, we got kids looking at Mick Foley taking penis bumps in the middle of the ring now.
Here's my thing. Number one,
and it went viral.
I don't care if you're a legend. I don't care if you're as green as the grass. Number one, the only time that penis bump should be sold is in an intergender match. Okay? Because in an intergender match, I would see that making a lot of sense. All right? But if it's not going to be an intergender match, then I'm sorry, it just looks foul. It just looks stupid. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, really, we have to put up with this. I understand that we're in an age where we're accepting certain cultures and lifestyles and stuff, but that's still exactly. This is professional wrestling.
Professional wrestling. You know what they do to other genders and cultures and all that crap? They use it to sell tickets. They will. Man, we had Hulk Hogan beating the Iron Sheik to win the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. It wasn't because the Iron Sheik was just a great wrestler. It was because he was from Iran and Hulk Hogan was the All-American boy, and the All-American boy was going to beat the guy from Iran, and the world loved it.
Right, and I don't mean no offense when I say this. So let me pre-warn: I do not mean any offense at all when I say this.
Offend people.
But this is the thing: we've got a guy like Pat Patterson, gay as hell, gay as a mother, you know, but. Did it show in the ring? Did it ever show when he went out there to perform? No.
Unless
Pat
you
Patterson.
ask Roddy Piper.
I mean, yeah, but that's Roddy Piper. You know, like, I mean, come on, we're talking about a Scottish man running around in a skirt. But
I do that every Sunday.
I mean, but I'm just saying though, we've got Pat Patterson, probably one of the biggest like homosexuals in the business, and even he had enough professional courtesy for the business to go out there and be a man and be a wrestler and like entertain through his moves and entertain through his talent and not have to use low ball, you know, like blue collar comedy to get over in that ring.
Yeah, I just wish that, especially, see, now I can see Pat Patterson doing that move. And
now you got the image of Pat doing it.
Yeah. I mean, but look, I just think I was more offended by a guy like Mick Foley, a Hall of Famer, a legend. You know, you can go out, if we had to put the top 20 list of professional wrestlers, Mick Foley is probably on it. And I'm not saying for his wrestling ability, but for what he means to this business. I mean, what he has been able to do for this business. The guy gave up his body for this business. I remember he almost gave up his life a couple of times for this business in one match. I mean,
hey, think about it. I mean, this is the only guy that was so over that WCW spoiled his match and it made more people watch it.
Yeah.
You know?
I can understand the concept of the move. The move is basically for comedy reasons. But did you see the video that somebody posted on Facebook about the thumb up the butt bump?
What?
Did you see that?
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Somebody took it and
talking about that next
it.
week.
Unfortunately, I've had that spot happen to me for KCWE down here in Collinsville a few years ago. I was going against Kid Lightning and, you know, Kato. Kato, of all people, was like, yo, do the thumb in the bum. Do the thumb in the bum. And this fool does the thumb in the bum spot, and he wonders why I stomped the living crap out of him.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'll say this. I don't mind people doing, things to get themselves over. But Joey Ryan did not need to do this. Mick Foley did not need to do this.
No, they're both over enough.
Both over enough. And see, this is when the promoter, again, when I say he becomes a mark, is a mark. These promoters are nothing but marks. They should be sitting in the daggone audience. As a promoter, if you come to me and say, hey, we want to do the Joey Ryan. Now, look, there's two ways of looking at it. If I let them do it, this thing is going to go viral. This thing is going to get over. But here's the thing that people are forgetting about. No one is talking about the name of the promotion.
No.
They're not talking about the name of the company. And the promoter should be mindful of things like that. Are they going to put my company over, or is it just going to put these two guys over? And another thing, even though when I was saying about Lio Rush, at least it helped put their company over. That did actually help put their company over. But hearing the Joey Ryan and Mick Foley situation, the company didn't
That's
get
all
over.
you're hearing is Joey Ryan, Mick Foley.
Exactly.
Joey Ryan, Mick Foley.
I don't hear nothing
if
about
you're
the
going
company's
to do
name.
if you're going to do something like that, say for example, like it happens like somewhere in UWF, I want that to be able to be a UWF moment of the month.
That'll never
whatever,
happen in
whatever
UWF.
Well, no. Listen, what I'm saying. Like,
fans.
listen, this is what I mean though. What I'm saying is that if we're going to do something off the wall that we know is going to go viral, we want to promote the company. So we want that to be kind of like a UWF moment of the month or like UWF move of the week. You know, kind of like what WWE used to do, like when they were coming back from commercials, when they would have like, you know, the smack of the week or you know, something like exactly. But what did that do for WWE at the time that they were trying to beat WCW in the ratings? That put them over because it's like, hey, in case you missed this last week, check this out, and we got more stuff like that coming this week. You know, and that's what we need. You know, and that's how you promote the you know, companies. You can't just sit there and you know, let these wrestlers go out and do these spots and not make them spot worthy for the company. It's all about your business at the end of the day, and if these guys don't have promotions to work for, then what the heck is all the use of the self-promotion?
Ladies and gentlemen, Ice is officially breaking stuff in the studio here.
Yeah, I'm turning off the lights, yo. I'm getting on my future. Turn off the lights.
I think the owners of the station are letting us know, like, yeah, dude. But anyway, I just want to, I'm going to wrap this up by saying this. A lot of this wrestling doesn't make sense these days. A lot of wrestling doesn't make sense these days. And it just irritates me. But I will say this. It can only get better from here. It can. But we're going to go to a break, wrestling fans. Give us a call, 412-407-SHOW. We'll be right back.
Energy Angel Solution, alternative healing services. Do you need some relaxation in your life? Is your mind feeling sluggish? Does your body hurt? Have you been feeling off balance and just not centered lately? Energy Angel Solutions LLC offers healing that considers the energy of the whole person. Body, mind, and energy for optimal health and wellness. For more information, visit our website at energyangelsolutions.com.
Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Does your dog or cat need some much-needed attention and pampering? Money Paws, full grooming salon for dogs and cats, featuring full-service dog and cat grooming, bath and brush, haircuts, nails, ears, teeth, and rear end cleanup. All done with extra love and attention. It's Muddy Paws. Schedule an appointment today at 412-207-8250. For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
We're back. Give us a call, 412-407-SHOW. We want to know how you're feeling this week. Let us know what you think about professional wrestling. Tell me the job I'm doing so far, because I'm a little rusty. But don't worry, we are only going to get better from here. And I said it again. But right now I want to get into this thing we got coming up next week from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, the house that Jay-Z built. Brooklyn.
Hove.
You know, Hove. Oh, can't forget that. Throw it up. SummerSlam. Wow. Now, I only want to get into a couple matches here, and that's the main event matches, the world title matches, the matches that used to sell tickets, but they don't sell tickets no more because, you know, the wrestling fans were saying, hey, we just want to see a cool spot. But anyway.
Spot marks.
Yeah, just marks. But I'll put it like this. The first match I want to talk about is my man. We just talked about him earlier. My man. The man. I call him pro wrestling.
Beast.
He is pro wrestling. There's no pro wrestling without him because he's the only reason why I watch besides my other man on SmackDown, and that's Mr. James Ellsworth. Shout out, buddy. But,
Boo.
hey, you're just a hater.
I ain't no hater. Let me tell you a quick story about Mr. Ellsworth. Me and him were sitting in the backstage at a UCW show a few years ago, right? I was the only dude to actually believe in him when he didn't believe in himself. I told him 5 years from that point he would be in the WWE locker room. 5 years later he was, and you think that man ever thanked me for that?
No.
You think you ever thanked me for believing in his ass?
No. He don't
So
have no
shout out to James
He's
Ellsworth.
a star now. He's a super. Hold on. Before I go, you know what? He is a super star now. So, buddy,
More
I
like
hate
a
you.
super shit wiper.
No. I hate you. You disrespect James Ellsworth, I hate you. Anyway.
I don't care. You can hate on it all day.
mean,
He
dude.
disrespected me by showing no love. How you going?
So mean.
How you going to make it big after I told you going to make it big, and then you don't even give me a shout out?
Well, when he comes back and he's giving me tickets, I'm not giving you one. Anyway,
I don't need no tickets. I got money. I'll buy one.
I wouldn't buy a show. I wouldn't buy a ticket, dude.
Besides,
Anyway.
I work,
I'm not
yo. I'll
buying
lace
one.
the boots up. Fuck buying the ticket.
See, Mark's buy tickets. I don't buy tickets, buddy. Anyway, Brock Lesnar's defending his Universal Championship against my man Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and Braun Strowman. The man, hold on, another James Ellsworth thing. The man that James Ellsworth faced in his first WWE match, and what happened? He got over more than Braun Strowman, but I digress. Anyway, I'm taking Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry, I'm taking Brock. I
You
gotta
know
take
what?
Brock.
Everybody's going to be against me on this one, but I've been backing him since day one, since he debuted, and I'm going with my man Braun Strowman.
What?
I'm going with Braun.
I thought he was going to say Reigns. I was about ready to knock
I'm
him out in the
with-
studio.
I'm going with Braun. I'm going with Braun, and this is why.
I wanna see Reigns win, though.
We all know that Brock's trying to get out so that he can go start training for UFC and get back in the octagon. That's fact. We all know that the world is tired of seeing Roman Reigns in the major spots.
Hey, he's a nice guy.
Well, he's a good talent. Don't get me wrong. I'm honestly, personally, I'm a Roman Reigns fan. I will be the first
so
to
am
admit
I.
that. But this is the thing. The people are tired of seeing Roman
I'm not.
Reigns right now. So scratch it on Roman Reigns. And it's not Samoa Joe's time yet. Samoa Joe is great. Don't get me wrong. He is definitely the man once Brock leaves. But I don't want to see Samoa Joe with that title right away. Go ahead and put it on a guy who's been a big unstoppable force.
Who?
Put it Braun Strowman, who's really stopped Braun.
Roman Reigns.
Okay, he
James
stopped him. He
Ellsworth.
stopped him once. Okay, he stopped Braun once, and then Braun has whooped his ass almost every other time, dude.
James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth ain't do nothing but get squashed like
And
a
guess
bug.
what? Who became a bigger star from there? Who's
Only
a bigger
because
star?
AJ Styles put him
Who's
over.
a bigger star?
If AJ Styles put me over, I'd be the man
Okay,
right now.
Did Braun Strowman beat AJ Styles twice? Thank
Like
you.
I said, if
Thank you.
AJ could put you over, and you would be the man.
Hey,
You
AJ
would be
did
the
it.
next Armando Estrada.
All right, guys. All right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bud.
All right. Here's the thing about Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is basically like The Rock.
Yeah.
Okay? WWE, whenever The Rock first came in, WWE shoved The Rock down everybody's throat.
Yeah.
And everybody turned against him.
Yeah.
Same thing's happening with Reigns. It's always Reigns this, Reigns that, Reigns this,
Hold
Reigns that.
on. Let me make a quick point, though, right there, though. It's the fans that turned themselves against Roman Reigns, though, unlike with The Rock, because the fans
Because
were the ones,
WWE is putting him down
But the
your
fans
throat.
were the ones that was saying, Roman Reigns is going to be the guy out the Shield. Roman Reigns is going to be the man.
Yeah, I
they
remember
got
that.
what they wanted. Once they got what they wanted, just like with John Cena, they bitched about it. All right?
Damn. Hold on real quick. I'm going to add to that because I felt that Roman Reigns, he should have been. See, they screwed the Shield breakup. They screwed it up so bad.
He should have been the one to do the turn.
It should have been Roman, yes, doing the turn. He's the corporate champion that they wanted Seth Rollins to be. Dean Ambrose, he did perfect. He was perfect in his spot.
Oh, yeah.
Because he got over. Seth Rollins, to me, great talent. But Seth Rollins never got over, in my opinion. They pushed him. They said he was the next Shawn Michaels. But let's be real. Who wants to be the next Shawn Michaels? Shawn Michaels didn't draw money. He didn't draw money. And that's the name of the business.
And think about it. They had
God.
to surround Shawn Michaels with the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H.
Let's be real. The WWE didn't get over until Shawn Michaels retired. The company didn't get over until Shawn Michaels retired. Until he
Right.
left the business, he missed out on 5 years of making a lot of money when they went through the boom. He came back after the boom was over.
Right.
That's the thing. And because Shawn Michaels, to me, I'll go back to Seth Rollins.
And
we'll
then
go
got
to
the
Roman.
nerve to hate on Hogan. Let's be real. Got the nerve to hate on Hogan.
Seth Rollins They put him in that boat, that Shawn Michaels boat, and he will forever be in that Shawn Michaels boat. He will never draw money in his business. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, has the opportunity to draw money as a heel or as a babyface because the fans will pay to see him lose as a heel, and they'll pay to see him lose as a babyface. And when you have that, oh my God, it's what John Cena has been getting, 15 years now? I mean,
right. But see, then they're doing it the way it needs to be done, though, because he's neither a good nor bad guy. He's a guy you can have an opinion about.
Yeah.
You can be that guy that hates Roman Reigns, or you could be that guy that loves Roman Reigns.
But guess what?
And at the end of the day, it don't matter to Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is still going to do what he got to do.
But that's why the business is going to stay where it's at, where 4 million people, less than a week, watch professional wrestling. Now, remember, this business was drawing 15 million people a week watching on Monday nights. Now on a Monday night, they're happy to get 3 million people. Okay, they're happy to get 3 million. They got almost 2 million on their app for the WWE Network. They got 2 million, almost. That's nice. But if this started back during the boom period, the app would have 10 million.
Well, but
subscribers
think
easily.
about the boom period, though. This is the thing. The boom period had competition. Right now, WWE has no legit competition.
Okay.
You could claim Global Force. You could claim Ring of Honor.
Who?
You could claim Global Force,
never
Ring
heard
of
of these
Honor.
guys.
Or you could claim New Japan. You could claim Pro Wrestling Noah. But this is the thing. None of those companies have the financial backing. None of those companies have the big support behind it that WWE has. Okay, so they can't be legit competition until they get that. What WWE needs to do if they want to play it smart and actually bring the ratings back, be their own competition. Make one of the companies that they bought out resurface out of nowhere, but make it look like it has nothing to do with WWE at all.
They could, but they're a corporation now.
I get
they're
that,
a publicly traded company. That's going to be kind of hard to hide off the books.
I mean, I get that, but they need legit competition, though. That's the whole point. Because when they had WCW around, people paid attention. Now that WCW's gone, nobody really wants to pay attention because it's like, okay, we already know what we're going to get, Okay,
real quick. I want to move on real fast to the next main event, SmackDown Championship, whatever they call it, the world title, today, tomorrow, whatever.
I got my man Jinder Mahal all the way. I don't even care.
Honestly and truthfully, I really don't have an opinion on this match because either way, I think both men they're going to both come out looking good. And this one's hard for me, but I think, in all honesty, if you're going to look at who's coming in with the most momentum, it has to be Nakamura because Nakamura just beat John Cena last week on SmackDown Live. I mean, it wasn't like an indie show. A house show where the fans don't know about it. But this was on national TV. Yeah.
Right. I get that. And I do believe Nakamura should be champion, but not away.
Right now,
You're building the heck out of Jinder Mahal. He's like the top heel right now. Keep it going because people legit hate this guy. It's not they just want to hate him to get the title off of him. People legit hate this guy.
But that's good.
What I mean?
But see, that's
exactly.
good. That's good.
Exactly. What did Eric Bischoff say years ago? Controversy creates cash.
This is so good for the WWE because now they actually have a natural heel that people actually hate.
Amen.
Instead of just sitting there, well, we're going to hate him because, it's just fun to hate him. No, they actually hate this guy.
We don't want to see this guy as champion.
Exactly.
We don't want to see this guy in our ring. We don't want to see him on our programs. We want him gone. But that's the thing that's making the money come in because people are going to pay to watch this guy finally lose when he does.
What I find funny is how Jinder Mahal, how they got his road to get here. Randy Orton, to me, is by far probably one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen. Everything he does makes sense. If you watch his stories, everything he does in his stories,
I think he's the second GOAT.
Sense. To me, I honestly think I get crapped on a lot about this, from guys, from Tank and people like that, and they hate on me because he's horrible. Name another third-generation superstar who has done what Randy Orton has been able to do and continues to do it. Now, I don't want to hear Bray Wyatt and other, because Bray Wyatt.
No, these guys just started. We're talking, okay, Randy's got how many years in this business?
Got to be 16.
Exactly. And this is my thing, right? If you ask me who the top 3 GOATs are in general, the top 3, and these aren't my favorite guys, but these are your top 3 GOATs. Number 1 is Chris Jericho, because nobody has done the things for this business that Chris Jericho has done in and out of that ring. Number 2 is definitely definitely Randy Orton, because you cannot sell Randy Orton short. He has not only put himself over, but he's put almost every talent that he's been in that ring with over. You know what I mean? People pay attention when you wrestle Randy Orton. And number 3 would have to be Ric Flair, because like this is the thing, no matter what generation Ric Flair's in, no matter what involvement he has in this business, Ric Flair draws. Ric Flair is over. You could put him on the sideline, simply have him come to the ring with somebody, simply sit at a table and talk, and he is the man, you know?
What you think, bud?
I think they're going to put Nakamura over. I don't like to see it. I mean, I think that they ought to keep the belt on Jinder.
Thank you.
Just because, simple fact, I mean, you know, they really don't have a really good heel. And, you know, Jinder's the one who, you know, basically gets their crowd, and people want to see him get beat up every single show.
He's the future of heel for wrestling, plain and simple. He's what a heel should be.
Well, I hope that they're taking notes so they can get to another heel. You know, use what they're using to get him over and use it on another heel. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up because I want to get into a segment I'm going to have some fun with, and we're going to talk about UWF, United Wrestling Federation.
Woo!
Wrestling fans, give
baby.
us a call, 412-407-SHOW right now, because we're going to a break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, Food Truck and Catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
Pizza and Gyro Express, 801 O'Neill Boulevard in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. For menus, coupons, specials, and catering info, visit our website at pizzaandgyroexpress.com. Order online or by phone at 412-672-2182. Don't forget about the lunch buffet and drink every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $10. The original Pizza and Gyro Express. Don't settle for anything less.
Does your dog or cat need some much-needed attention and pampering? Money Paws, full grooming salon for dogs and cats, featuring full-service dog and cat grooming, bath and brush, haircuts, nails, ears, teeth, and rear-end cleanup. All done with extra love and attention. It's Muddy Paws. Schedule an appointment today at 412-207-8250.
And we are back. Stephon Devereux. The Devereux Committee, I got my buddies in here. My man Bud Cassidy.
What's up?
Black Ice.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
September 8th. Now I gotta find out if I still got a job here, but I'm gonna find out. You know, when I get done with the show, we're gonna call the promoter and beg it. Well, anyway, guys, we got a big show coming up September 8th. Man, Dunbar, PA.
Yes, sir. Dunbar, PA.
So you tell me about it, Bud. Let's go. I need to hear about this thing. If I still got a job too.
Shout out to Morrell Fire Department, by the way, real quick.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, we got a show. We're doing September 8th, UWF, All or Nothing. We got a really good card stacked. I'm sure we'll get into that here in a minute. But it's a family fun show. We're trying to get our feet in the door, get our our hands a little dirty, and hopefully the fans will be happy with it.
Well, here's my thing, right, is that I know, we got a lot of exciting things coming up on this show. I can't wait. I finally get to get my hands on Chambers and everything after what he did. But you want to know what I'm really excited for is the tag team tournament. I don't think any indies have done anything like this before. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to shove a whole tag team tournament in, to one night. You know what I mean? And, crown some new champions. And that's innovative. That's fresh. You know what I mean? I think that's going to draw a lot because...
It's not in one night.
Oh, it's not on one night?
No.
Okay, I'll take that back then. But still.
I was wondering, like, wow, this looks like a packed show already.
Oh, well, I was thinking it was all in one night. I do apologize for that.
Wow.
But still, the tag tournament to me is going to be the draw because, nobody has ever really, like, other than NXT recently, nobody has focused on trying to, bring, like, views back to tag team wrestling, because let's be real, tag team wrestling is some of the biggest draw you can have in the world of professional wrestling, period.
Well, not according to Vince McMahon, but I won't get into that. I want to talk about
is he forgetting LOD in the 80s, Doom?
He doesn't care. He completely makes it a joke. He doesn't care about tag team wrestling.
Demolition.
That's just how it is. But this is the match I want to get into, a couple of them, and I want to get into you guys' match as well. The second versus Jesse Skelton match for the UWF World Title. And it's a ladder match?
Yes, sir. It is a ladder match.
Dudes, okay, hold on. So has anybody ever seen either one of these guys on a ladder, using a ladder?
I've seen both of these guys separate use ladders.
Yes.
In fact, I've been against Jesse Skelton when he's used a ladder.
Yes.
He can be very dangerous with one. But we're talking about Sicken here, too, who is, like one of the innovators of the Skywalkers match.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? This dude knows his way around heights. Let's be real. He knows ladders. He knows that extreme danger.
I'm pumped for this match. I can't lie. I'm really pumped for this match because I want to see who's going to get beat up bad with it.
Honestly, in my honest opinion, I know that it's like, like no disqualification or anything like that, but I say it ends in a draw, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean by that if you know the business.
Well, here's something.
We'll have a real winner or loser, but that ends in a draw if you get what I mean.
Well, I just got a text from the promoter. Sorry, he couldn't make it, but he wanted to let me know that I would be still managing. Oh, man, this is so beautiful. I'm going to be managing a Maniac Killer and jamming Justin Bender against... let me see. Is this Rob Rage and Bud Cassidy?
You're laughing. Yeah, you won't be laughing at the show there, Cupcake.
And besides, he should be finding Bulldozer anyway and putting the Cold Crush back together like he's been talking about for years.
And look, I'm still going to overcharge these dudes for what they did to the Cold Crush.
Thank you.
Anybody that comes across our way, they are going to get stomped on. And this show next month, September 8th, Bud Cassidy, I'm sorry, you and Rob Rage, you're done. You're done.
Well,
you're done.
The only thing I'm going to tell you is you might want to watch your tone there, Cupcake, because you're going to catch a fish just like your boy Justin Bender is at this show.
I got security.
Oh, yeah?
I have security here. This is
all,
why I keep
all I'm going to say
going.
about that match is I'm going with Killer and Bender, and the reason being is because, no offense against Bud Cassidy, I've been in the ring with you before, Bud. One hell of a talent. Hell, you laid me out with a DDT that I never thought would lay me out, and I'll give you credit for that. But it's who you're teaming up with.
Yeah,
remember, I've teamed with Radical Raw Rage. I've been a part of the foundation with this man.
Yeah,
that man cannot be trusted when it comes to getting the job done. You are going to have to carry that team, sir, and you are going to have to carry it hard.
I like Rob. He's a nice guy, personally a nice guy, but I wouldn't manage him. And matter of fact, I'm so great, if I did manage him, he'd be world champion in 2 weeks.
See, here's the thing, is everybody's worried about the damn tag titles. Okay? Look,
I'm worried about your safety.
Me too.
Don't worry about my damn safety. Okay? Simple facts is, okay? September 8th, 2017, I am walking out at UWF, and I'm going to look at Justin Bender right in his face, and then I'm going to take this fist, and I'm going to put it up against it.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's back up here. I know. Please don't hit him in his face because Justin's out there auditioning for movies right now. We can't have you messing his face up. Sorry, buddy. Hit him in the ribs or something. I mean, I don't want to tell you where I got it from, but, okay, never mind. I won't hit him in his ribs or something. I don't want anything.
That face is worth $1 million right now. We can't. That's money. That's UWF future cash right there. We can't be having that.
I'm just throwing this out there. I mean, we could always do the butthole spot.
Oh no! See. There we go. See, I'm there to protect my wrestlers. I want my guys to be champions forever. I want them to be the best they've ever been. Oh God!
Isn't Yun's guys' like catchphrase like something about all the titles?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well,
but
unfortunately, this show, it's going to be all the fist to the face.
No. See, let's not bring up this title situation because we shouldn't even be having a tag team tournament if we didn't get robbed in the first place. But I'm not going to get into that.
Well, but you got to also remember we ain't got Timmy Hibbs running everything
Yeah, he's
now.
trash. I swear. And you know what?
Like, let's be honest.
I can't really talk about him too much because I do have a lawsuit against him, and my lawyer said not to bring him up on the radio.
Okay. Well, next subject.
Trying to get that money.
Next subject. Let's get
into what I want to bring up with you, my man. Notorious ICE.
Yes, the main event, the main attraction, the best black man on the planet today. Well, next to Stephon Devereux, of course.
Just wanted to make sure. Dude,
actually, we just talked about that match.
Let's be real. Let's honestly, you're O'Reilly Chambers, man, what's up?
You know what? This is my thing,
man. You guys
man.
were friends.
This is my thing. That was my brother.
Yeah.
It goes beyond Blackwater Reapers.
Yeah.
We came up in this business together. My very first match, XWE for Damian Lee's promotion, he was the one that brought me in. He came to me, Ice, I need you to work with me, man. I need you to come down here, work this show. My very first match right before my 19th birthday, October 21st. I'll never forget it. And thanks to him, I'm in this business 10 years later.
Man.
And that's what hurts me the most, that he would turn his back on me after I did something lowball. And I'm not no lowball guy. I did something lowball to make sure that we knocked one of them teams out of that dang 14 tag match and we could keep going. And what does he do to me? Stabs me in the back. He takes longer than 10 years. He took 15 plus years and flushed it all down the drain. 15 plus years of us being brothers, and he threw it all away for one moment.
You should have known. Look, and I'll tell you when things change.
What? And you're right. Fool me once, shame on me.
I'll tell you when things changed with O'Reilly. Now, I remember O'Reilly, when he first started, O'Reilly, a little dark gimmick, it was good. But when he hooked up with that dude that I don't even want to bring up, okay, I got to say his name. But when he hooked up with Jackal, everything changed. This dude started trying to burn people. He was hurting people bad.
He even ruined the Black Russian Express, which was like,
yes,
we were the stuff. I don't care what anybody says. You take me and Russian Bear, you put Matt Bish behind us again, and just like the Cold Crush, we are going to win championships.
That team was money. I can't lie. That team was money. But O'Reilly, I don't know what. Anything he does should not surprise anyone.
And it doesn't.
The guy is scary. I'm telling you, I don't even mess with him. He's in the locker room doing his little voodoo stuff, and I'm like, bro, I'm cool.
It doesn't. And now that I think about it, ain't he the same guy? I'm sitting here giving him all this praise, but ain't he the same guy that screwed me out of tag titles twice, plus screwed me out of the No Limits Championship somehow?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Wasn't you just telling me that I need to watch my back?
I think I need to watch my back with who I hang out with too, brother.
Yeah, this is the funny part is you had Raw Rage, who turned on you, correct?
He turned on me, yes.
Okay. Draven O'Reilly turned on you.
Yep, O'Reilly Chambers, yes.
Bulldozer, I heard he turned on you too.
No, Bulldozer didn't turn on me. Let's be real. Me and Dozer are good. Flamingo Inc. got rid of me.
Yeah, that is right. You're right.
So let's be real about that one, because me and Dozer were still cool, still tearing up other shows. We just weren't tearing things up at UCW.
And then to top it all off, well, I turned on you.
Yeah. After Country Thuggin',
Country Thuggin' was actually over too.
Exactly.
I'm a little mad about that.
I'm a little bit PO too.
Hold on. You've been in some great tag teams that have been broken up. Great names and everything. They just seem like they break your team up. Ice, what has the Office got against you, man?
Honestly, not to sound racist, but I think it's because I'm black anymore. It seemed like they just like, yo, no, get that Negro up out of here.
You need a manager like me. I'm telling you. You know
what? You're right, because it's been proven a couple times. Cold Crush, who do I got to thank for that? Stephon Devereux. Me getting into Marvelous Enterprises, who I got to thank for that? Stephon Devereux. All right? And I don't care if the fans support me, if they don't support me. I could care less. I get their support. I don't get their support. It happens. But the one person I will say that has always made sure that this man right here has been in the right position at the right time is the man sitting across from me, Stephon Devereux. And so that's my thing, is like, it's been making me wonder, why ain't I a part of the Devereux committee? Why ain't I a part of any of these groups that you've been being a part of recently, especially when I'm the next big thing thanks to you?
I'm going to have to think about that. Let me talk to my assistant later, and I'll see what she can do for you, because, we're kind of full right now, and I don't want to get into what we got planned. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to win championships the next show. And
hey, you ain't got to. I ain't got to be a part of the committee to have you as my representative, though. Remember
and I can do that. Hey, Jay-Z, look. Not everybody's with Rock Nation. You know, not everybody. Sports rock. It's a totally different thing. I can represent you. I'll have my people get in touch.
Just like Titus Worldwide, I'm looking at Devereux Worldwide.
Ric Flair's been hospitalized this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, Pro Wrestling Sheet reports that Flair was taken to an ICU after being admitted by his family, but his management team hasn't confirmed the details. Flair's rep released a brief statement. I quote, "Yes, Rick is checked into a hospital for some routine monitoring. Monitoring. Come on, can I speak today?
Monitoring.
Yeah, because when I first seen it, I was kind of nervous when I seen it.
It's Rick, bro. It's
exactly.
Rick.
But they continue. No, there is no reason to panic. Yes, we did like. Yes, we'd like to thank his fiance and the incredible hospital staff who are providing the best care. No, we cannot answer any personal questions. And yes, Rick would want you to go out and have a great weekend, Nature Boy style. And for that, I'm going to do this. Let's get back.
Woo!
Oh, man. All right, wrestling fans. Look, want to get into a couple more things before we close this up. But, yeah, as far as back to September 8th, you know, guys, tickets, so forth, because I'm trying to buy some tickets. In fact, you know, if I'm fired, even though he said I'm not, you know, I don't know if this is Timmy Hibbs running it still or not, but, you know, I want to make sure.
No, we got rid of Hibbs.
Okay, just want to make sure. So where can we get some tickets and some information and so forth?
Tickets can be actually bought at Bradley's Book Outlet, Uniontown Mall, Pennsylvania. Also, if you look me up on Facebook, just search Raymond Licklider, Leichliter. You can go ahead and message me for tickets, or you can just pick them up at the door whenever you get to the show.
Or you can go, I have some more information here, or you can go to the Undisputed Promotions page on Facebook. Just look up Undisputed Promotions, and you'll see at United Wrestling Federation 2107. You get more information there. And let me see here. You can get in touch with me because I'm Stephon Devereux. I mean, anyway, I can get you some tickets. I just need the money up front. I don't play that. I want my money. I want my cash money. Anyway.
Speaking of debts, you kind of owe me. We'll talk about that a little later, though.
Well, see, I'm going to tell you what happened. Gambling debts and so forth has helped me.
Oh, no, I ain't talking about cash, sir. There was a certain promise you made to a certain wrestler sitting across from the table from you, you know, about a certain title, like here in the next year or so.
Well, I'll put it like this. Here's the deal. You get the right representation, and anything's possible. I'm just saying, I'm not going to tell you who that representation should be, Stephon Devereux, but you get the right representation, anything is possible. I'm just saying, because we like to make things
like
happen.
Like I said, forget Devereux Committee. I'm looking at Devereux Worldwide, all right? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
I
wasn't
like
it you? Wasn't it you that just said DTA? Don't trust anybody.
Hey,
you know what? No. Let me put it this way.
I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah, DTA with an exception. Don't trust anybody but Stephon Devereux. Yeah. And the reason why I can say that is because in 10 years, this man has made sure that I've always been in the right position at the right time to do the big moves in this business that I need to do. And that is the only man in this business, and that's yourself included, that's the only man who's never turned his back on me. Because even when I left with the groups that I've been with him and everything, he still made sure he looked out for Ice. Well, and still does to this day, but we ain't going to tell y'all that.
Oh, he looked out for you, especially when I dropped you on your head.
Oh, well, I just want to know. I'm looking at the.
But who got the big spots after that?
Guys, real fast.
Me.
I am looking at the Undisputed Promotions page, and damn, man, this Trevor Gage guy. Damn.
Shout out to Trevor Gage. That's my boy.
He got a pretty good look to this kid. I wonder if he needs some representation there.
He's a young, decent talent, but let me tell you, he can't even lace up Bud Cassidy's boots right now, so it's not even worth it.
So he's still
young. I wouldn't say that. I mean, you know, the kid's still young.
He's still young. That's my whole point.
But the thing of it is you know, out of a lot of guys there, you know, I mean, this kid has something.
He's got the potential. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely got the potential.
This is what I would like people to do. You know, they want to see Trevor Gage and the superstars of the UWF. Look, get your tickets right now. You can go to the Morrell Fire Hall in Dunbar, PA, 12332 University Drive, Dunbar, PA, 15431. And tickets, I've got some pretty decent prices here. Tickets, front row adult, 13 and over, $15. Kids 6 through 12, $10. Kids 6 and under, $3. General admission, adult, 13 and over, $10. Kids 6 through 12, $5. And for general admission, I just noticed this. Kids 6 and under will get in for free. Card subject to change. But that's the all or nothing card presented by UWF.
If we're going to bring up Trevor Gage, then why aren't we bringing up my man, the future of UWF and the future of indie wrestling, Scott Sarin?
Man, he's trash,
Scott
man.
Sarin.
I offered that dude a contract. He's going to sit there and tell me no, so he's trash to me.
Listen, the man is not trash. The man is top talent. He is top-tier talent, and I do not think he gets the right promotion. I'm going to put that on record.
When Stephon Devereux offers you an opportunity, I don't care if it's to sweep my daggone floor. You take it. You take it. You never know what it leads to.
I mean, true, you're right, because Stephon Devereux offered me the cold crush spot, and look at what it did for me. You're absolutely right about that.
I offer Scott Sarin a chance to sweep my floor, okay? Now, no.
But you should have offered him more than that. You should have got him a championship.
No. He got to progress, bro. Okay, first you sweep the floors, then I want you to start learning how to dust, then we can start working on dishes, and we can start working on other things like that. Then we can start worrying about how you going to be a champion for Stephon Devereux.
Okay, but you're talking about a guy who can out-wrestle most of the guys on our roster right now.
Okay, that's true, but he still hasn't paid and kissed the ring of Stephon Devereux. I mean, I'm just being real, bro. Just being real.
I'm just being real true, too. If they're going to look into Trevor Gage, you got to look into Scott Sarin. I mean,
I don't
put them together, is my opinion.
He's
a
great wrestler. I'll just say that. He's a great wrestler.
I mean, facts are facts. I mean, we got a pretty good card, I think, set up. So, I mean, we got guys coming in.
Best roster in the Pittsburgh area.
Faces, so.
Real quick, I got maybe 30 seconds. I'm going to give them a little bit more of who else is going to be there that night.
I can give you pretty much everybody that's going to be there.
Best roster in the Pittsburgh area.
I'll share it on my Facebook.
We actually have a couple new guys coming in. One of them being Mr. 100 Ricky Stover. As of right now, I mean, he's pretty arrogant.
I seen his promos.
Hey, we got Black Lightning coming in. Yo, we got Black Lightning coming in.
I mean, his tag team partner in the tag team tournament is Black Lightning. There's another guy that is not really known around this area, but I guarantee you, after the 8th, he will be.
Who?
Black Lightning.
Oh yeah, whatever, dude. He's not Lord Zoltan.
Okay. You know what?
Zoltan.
Those talents are great. But if we're going to mention talents, let's talk about my boy Pat Anthony.
Okay, that's no. Pat Anthony will be losing. He and Shane Malice will be losing against Party Girl. I got my money on Lord Zoltan. That dude does voodoo curses on people.
I get that and all, but come on, you got Malice in Wonderland. You got freaking.
I'm not going against that.
I mean, like I said, you got Malice. You got Pat Anthony. Come on now, the biggest internet sensation today.
Well, I know the main event that people are going to be talking about for some weeks after is this Sicken versus Jesse Skelton for the UWF Championship in a ladder match for wrestling fans.
They're going to be talking about that for years.
We're going to wrap this up. I want to thank you for being with us. And guys, I want to thank my 2 studio guests, Black Ice and Bud Cassidy.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Pleasure being here.
September 8th, check them out, Dunbar, PA. You can go to the Undisputed Promotions page on Facebook to find more information on the big show September 8th. And wrestling fans, we're out of here. I will see you next week with the Devereux Committee.
We're coming for you, Chambers.